The standard you will learn today is NCC 8.G.3. Describe the effects of dilations, translations, rotations, and reflections of treated figures using coordinates. Your vocabulary today is reflections, dilations, translations, and rotations. A reflection is a mirrored image across a line or point. A dilation is an enlarged or reduced copy of an image. A translation moves the figure without changing physical appearance. And a rotation turns objects clockwise and counterclockwise without changing physical appearance. Our first example today is of a 90-degree rotation. First, we'll look at our points. For point A, it is at 3, 4. For point B, it's at 4, 2, and C is at 1, 1. To make a 90-degree rotation, if you look at your step, it says xy equals negative yx. So what you're going to do first is switch your x and y values. And for A, you have 4, 3. For B, you have 2, 4. And for C, you have 1, 1. The step says that the y becomes a negative, so we're going to make our y values negative. So now A is negative 4, 3, B is negative 2, 4, and C is negative 1, 1. Now we're going to plot our points. For A, since we have negative 4, 3, we'll go over negative 4 and go up 3. And our new A will be right there. For B, it says negative 2, 4. So we're going to go over 2 and go up 4. And our new B value is right there. For C, it says negative 1, 1. So we're going to go over 1 and go up 1. And there's our new C value. Now we're going to draw our lines and label our points. This is A, B, C. And that is our 90-degree rotation. Your next problem we're going to go over today is how to make a negative 90-degree rotation. So what this step says to do is get your x and y coordinates together, which are over there, and you have to switch x and y and make x a negative. So for A, it is going to be 2, negative 4. For B, it is going to be 4, negative 3. And for C, it's going to be 1, negative 1. Now we have to plot our coordinates. So for A, you're going to go over 2 and down to negative 4. And your new A coordinate will be right there. For B, it says 4, negative 3. So you go over 4 and go down negative 3. And your new B coordinate is right there. For C, it says negative 1, negative 1. So you're going to go over 1 and down to negative 1, and there's your new C coordinate. And now you're going to connect your points. And that is a negative 90-degree rotation of your image. Your step for translation is xy to x plus a, y plus b, and your a value is 2 and your b value is 4. Here is our image on the board. A is at 3, 1, B is at 5, 2, and C is at 3, 2. So to do a translation like it says on the board, you have to add your first you have to add 2 to your first value and 4 to your second value to get your new coordinates. So for A, for your first value, you have to add 3 plus 2, which is 5. and 1 plus 4, which equals 5, and that's your new A coordinate. Your new B coordinate, 5 plus 2 is 7, 2 plus 4 is 6, that's your new B coordinate. And for C, you have 3 plus 2 equals 5, and 2 plus 4 equals 6, and that's your new C coordinate. Now you're going to put them on your coordinate plane. A is at 5, 5. B is at 7, 6. And C is at 5, 6. Now you're going to connect your dots or points, and that is your translated image. Next we have dilations. The step for dilation is xy to k times x, k times y. In this problem we have a dilation of 2. So how we're supposed to do this is you're supposed to multiply your x and y values by your dilation. So first for A, we have 2 times 2, which is 4, and 3 times 2, which is 6, and those are our A coordinates. For B, we have 2 times 1, which is 2, and 2 times 2, which is 4, and that's our new B coordinates. And for C, we have 3 times 2, which is 6, and 2 times 1, which is 2, and those are our new C coordinates. Now we're going to plot them on our coordinate plane. For A, you have 4, 6. For B, you have 2, 4. And for C, you have 6, 2. And now you're going to connect your points. And that is your dilated image. Next we have dilation. The rule for a dilation is xy to k times x, k times y. And in this problem we have a dilation of 2. So what that means is you have to multiply your x and y values by 2. So for A, we have 2 times 2, which is 4, and 3 times 2, which is 6, and that's our new A coordinate. For B, we have 2 times 1, which is 2, and 2 times 2, which is 4, and that's our new B coordinate. And for C, we have 3 times 2, which is 6, and 2 times 1, which is 2, and that's our new C coordinate. So now we're going to graph them on our coordinate plane. For 4, we have 4, 6, so we're going to go over 4 and up 6. For B, we have 2, 4, so that means we're going to go over 2 and up 4. For C, we have 6, 2, so we're going to go over 6 and up 2. And now we're going to connect our points. And that is our dilation. Our next problem is of a reflection over the x-axis. So the rule for an x-axis change is xy to x negative y. So here are our coordinates of our current shape. And according to the rule, it says xy to x negative y. So what we're going to do is our x values will stay as they are. But our y values will become negative. So we'll have negative 4, negative 4, negative 2, and negative 2. So now we're going to plot our coordinates on our graph. A says 2, -4. So we're going to go over 2 and down to -4. There's our new A. B is at 4, -4. So we're going to go over 4 and down 4. And that's our new B coordinate. For C, we have 4 and -2. So we're going to go over 4 and down to -2. And that's our new C coordinate. And for D, we have 2, -2. So we're going to go over 2 and down to -2. And that is our new D coordinate. Now we're going to connect our lines. And that is our reflected image across the x-axis. Our last problem for today is a reflection across the y-axis. So if we look at our coordinates, A is at 2, 4, B is at 4, 4, C is at 4, 2, and D is at 2, 2. So according to the rule, xy changes to -xy. So this means that our x coordinates have to become negative. So for A, it's going to be -2, 4, -4, 4, -4, 2, and -2, 2. Now we're going to plot our coordinates. A is at -2, 4, so we're going to go to the left 2 times and up to 4. That's our new A coordinate. For B, it's -4, 4, so we're going to go over to -4 and up to 4. And our new B coordinate is right there. For C, it's at -4, 2, so we're going to go over to -4 and up 2. And that's our new C coordinate. And for D, we have -2, 2, so we're going to go over to -2 and up 2. And that's our new D coordinate. So now we're going to connect our points. And that's our reflected image across the y-axis.